Attorney General Eric Holder is calling for major changes to the criminal justice system. He wants to do away with mandatory minimum sentences, especially for drug crimes. Almost half of federal prisoners are incarcerated for drugs. So what does that mean here in Minnesota? For those who deal with addiction, they say it's the right move. New tonight, Rena Sargentopoulos explains Minnesota's prisons population is already ahead of the curve.
The facts will take us.
Attorney General Eric Holder wants to put fewer people in prison for drugs. Turns out Minnesota has been practicing this for some 30 years.
When someone commits a crime and they're convicted, that they're much less likely to go to prison here in Minnesota than they are elsewhere.
Why? The Minnesota Department of Corrections says it recognizes prison is an expensive social resource that should be used sparingly but judiciously. So low-level drug offenders end up with jail time instead of prison time and probation.
Because, Minnesota has made a decision to reserve prison beds only for those most serious offenders, that the state has the second lowest imprisonment rate. That also translates into fewer costs.
The proof is in the numbers. There are just under 10,000 prisoners in Minnesota, second only to Maine for the lowest imprisonment rate in the country. The Minnesota Department of Corrections use our neighbors as an example. Wisconsin spends $1.2 billion a year to house inmates, compared to just $457 million here. But that doesn't address the drug issue.
This is a great opportunity to start doing things better when it comes to dealing with drug offenders.
Carol Falkowski is a state drug expert. She says the Attorney General's push to end mandatory minimum sentencing is a good one. While people do need to be responsible for the crimes, she says prison alone isn't solving the problem.
So this is a way to turn the tide on that and get us out of that business and get people more appropriate help at an earlier time.
That was Rena Sargentopoulos reporting. We are